Good evening, everyone. Today I am going to start the lesson that is India size and location. That is according to the NCERT book in CBSE that we follow for class 9. So for class 9, this lesson we are going to start. That is the first lesson, India size and location. So many of you may have not got the books. So if you don't have the book, then in the description there will be a link provided. If you click on that link, then you will get the part which we are going to teach now. From the book we will get the part, so it will be easy for you to understand. So let us start with the lesson, that is India size and location. India is the rough map of India without any scale. So as we know, let us talk about some history of India, how the name India came. So India is the name given to this country by the Britishers. So before that there are other names that we already know, that Bharat, then Hindustan, then many, these are the other names of our country. So why this India name came from? Where this name India came from? So there is a river called Indus River. So this flows from north of India now, but before it was there was no a definite country called India, so there was no a definite territory. But the people who started to stay in this area near the Indus River, from coming from west or different parts of the world, they came and started a civilization, as we all know, Indus Valley civilization. Or later on, also after Indus Valley civilization, also many people they have started to stay here. These people who stayed beside the river Indus, these people were known as Hindu, because in Hindi or in local Indian language, the Indus River is known as Hindu. So these people were known as Hindu or Indus. So the Hindustan, when the Mughals came, or the people from Middle East when they came, the people they gave this area or the land where these Hindu people live. Okay, people who live beside the river Indus, they were called Hindu, and where the Hindu people live, they were given the names of Hindustan. So later on, when these Britishers came, they changed this name to India, because from the Indus River it came India. So basically the name India came from the river Indus, the people who lived beside India. Now let us talk about the history of India. People from different parts of the world has been traveling to India from different from the very past. For example, in the past we know Yuan Sang, one Chinese traveler who came to India. Then people from different parts of the world also they tried to come to India from through different routes, even from land route through the mountains, then from the ocean route. From the ocean route, the first person who came to India was Vasco da Gama. He for the first time found out the route. So people through the land route also they came to India from both sides. Then from the sea route also people started to come to India. The first person who came to India was Vasco da Gama through sea route. He for the first time found out that there was a sea route in India also. So this is the history of India, people from very fast. So because India was rich in different kind of resources, different things which are not found in other parts of the world were abundantly found in India. So people from different parts of the world, they always wanted to go to India so that they can bring some things from there and they will become rich. So in that search only the Britishers also, and before that the people from the Middle East countries also, they came to India. And they started to establish, they tried to establish here a kingdom. They tried to become permanent here because India was very rich from the very past. So let us move on to the next topic, that is location of India. So when we say about the location of India, so we always come a concept that is about the longitude and latitude of India, or longitude and latitudinal existence, where it exists, what is its longitude and what is its latitude. So from the north and south, if you see here, I have drawn this north and south. This side is north, south, east and west. So from the south, if you start the latitude, that India, its mainland. First, we understand this is the mainland of India. So if we consider other than the mainland, then we will discuss about what is next. No, so first, if you see the mainland of India, it extends between 8 degree 4 minute north. Here, this symbol I have used, this is called degree, and this symbol that is used is minute. Okay, minute is the subdivision of degree. This symbol is called minute. So 8 degree 4 minute north to 37 degree 6 minute north latitude. Between this latitude, the mainland of India extends. Then from longitude, if you see, it is 68 degree 7 minute east longitude to 97 degree 25 minute east longitude. Between this longitude, it extends the mainland of India. So apart from the mainland, there are two island groups also that comes under India. These island groups are Andaman and Nicobar Island, that is in the Bay of Bengal, and the Lakshadweep, that is in the Arabian Sea. So towards the east of India, there is Bay of Bengal. It is bounded by Bay of Bengal, and towards west there is Arabian Sea. Okay, so there the most important latitude, that is the Tropic of Cancer. The Tropic of Cancer that pass almost through the center of India. It divides almost into northern part and the southern part. Almost, not exactly, but almost it divides it into the northern part and the southern part. So the climate of India is also very much affected by this position, that is in the Tropic of Cancer, because we have both summer and winter season. So this is about the location of India. Now if we consider this island groups also in India, then obviously this limitation or the extension of latitude will obviously go down, because this island is here, but we are taking from here. So the island group will go beyond the equator. So the southernmost point of India, it is Indira Point. It is situated in the Andaman and Nicobar Island. This is the southernmost point of India. So this Indira Point got submerged during tsunami in 2004. Now there was a big post or big pillar like something which was demarcated as the southernmost point of India, but that pillar has got half under ocean at present. But this is still indicated as the southernmost point of India. Next, let us move to the area of India, or in respect to the world, what is the position of India. So the total land area of India is 3.28 million square kilometer. That it is the total land area of India. So in respect with the other countries of the world in the total its position, so it is the 7th largest country in the world. India is not a very small country, but it is the 7th largest country of the world. Then its coastline. First, I need to say what is coastline. So the coastline is the line that is the demarcate between land and sea. This side is land, this side is sea. The line between these two is known as the coastline. So the coastline that demarcates India, that is of the mainland, the coastline of the mainland is 15,200 kilometers. So it is one of the important features that in India has a very great coastline, because a country needs a coastline to establish seaport, because seaport is the main means to get connection with the rest part of the world for international market or business. Let us move on to the next topic, that is the east-west extension or its boundary of India. So here you see This is the mainland of India. On the north, it is bounded by mountains. This side it is bounded by Himalayan mountain. I think you know what is Himalaya. Then this side it is bounded by collection of mountains, that is Suleiman is the main, then Makran, Jagros and other mountains are there on the western side of the northern part of India. So on the southern part or southeastern and southwestern part, there is this side it is Arabian Sea, bounded by Arabian Sea. Here it is bounded by Bay of Bengal. Then it is bounded by Indian Ocean on the bottom. So on the southernmost part. So the only ocean that is named after a country, that is only the Indian Ocean is a ocean which is named after a country. Other all oceans are named not named after countries. Okay, so this is about the boundary of India, how it is bounded. Now let us see about the standard meridian of India. Now what is standard meridian, that we will discuss in the next point. That is standard meridian of India is 82 degree 30 minute east longitude. Okay, so this is the standard meridian of India, 82 degree 30 minute east longitude. It passed over Mirzapur in Uttar Pradesh. From this meridian only, what is standard meridian? From this meridian only, the time for the whole country is derived. Okay, in respect to a longitude, that is 0 degree longitude, which is known as Greenwich Mean Time. So next point we also will discuss about it. So here you see this is the Gujarat, a state of India which is in the westernmost part of the country, and this is Arunachal Pradesh, the state of India which is situated in the easternmost part of the country. Though this standard meridian is used to derive the time for the whole country, but in real there is a time lag, or there is a time difference of about 2 hours between Arunachal Pradesh, the easternmost, and Gujarat, the westernmost. That means the sun takes almost about 2 hours to reach from Arunachal Pradesh to Gujarat. For example, if the sunrise at present is 4:30 in Arunachal Pradesh. For example, if you take it is in 4:30 in Arunachal Pradesh, then after 2 hours only, that is after 2 hours it will be 6:30. At 6:30 only in Gujarat sunrise will take place. So there is a time difference of around 2 hours, even in sunset also, in everything. So there is time difference of 2 hours in rising and setting of the sun in both the eastern part, that is Arunachal Pradesh, and in the western part, that is Gujarat. So here this is standard meridian. I told you about Greenwich Mean Time. Let us discuss about the standard meridian. This is about the time lag and the time derivation of the word. This is the globe, the earth, and these are the latitudes. So this latitude is considered as the center of all the latitudes, that is it is 0 degree. So this 0 degree is considered to be at Greenwich, a place in England. It is considered as 0 degree. Now all the standard meridian of the world, all the countries have its own standard meridian. Like in India, I told you India has 82 degree 30 minute east longitude is termed as a standard meridian of India. So all country has its own standard meridian. They used to calculate the time of their own country in respect with the Greenwich Mean Time, that is the meridian that pass over Greenwich. That is why because it goes from the center of the earth, it is calculated, it is 0 degree meridian. In respect with this, all the countries they used to calculate their own time, because the sun from this side, when the earth rotate like this from east to west, so from west to east when it rotate, then the sun used to first fall here, then it goes like this. So they used to calculate their time according to the Greenwich Mean Time. Next, let us move on to the calculation of India's standard meridian. So standard meridian is the meridian that passes through the center of the country. From this side also, it is the center of the country. So that is known as standard meridian. To find out the center of the country, we need to first take the easternmost longitude and the westernmost longitude. So the easternmost longitude of India is 68 degrees 7 minutes east. We have already discussed. So westernmost longitude is 97 degree 25 minute east. So if we add these two, then we will get 165. The total is 165.32 minute. Now to find out the center of this 165, we need to divide this by 2. When we divide this by 2, we will get the center. We will get the center of this. What is it? Okay. So when we get the center of this, that is 82.5. Here this is not degree, this point. Here also it is point. Okay. So when 82.5, now 0.5 always means half of something. 1, then 0.5 means half of 1. So here 1 degree consists of 60 minutes. If you don't know, then note it down that 1 degree always consists of 60 minutes. So here this 1 degree is, here 0.5 means half minute. That is, half minute is always 30 minutes. Okay, so 82 degree 30 minute east longitude, for this only, for this calculation only, 82 degree 30 minute east longitude of India is considered as the standard meridian of India. This was the first part of the lesson. Next we will continue in our next class. Thank you.